Okay, so today is the 12th, and I'm doing a video on or about the 11th yesterday. A couple of things to go over. First thing is, the reason why the video isn't out yesterday is because I had a bit of a fucking degenerate evening, had some people over at the house, so yeah, basically didn't end up doing the video. But yeah, if I was to do the video now, it's for yesterday, I think it will make up for it. But also I'm taking today off as well because I went to bed late. I didn't want to be skitsy trading in the morning and like feel super guilty and super tired, so I slept in. I'm taking today off, and we'll hopefully finish off tomorrow strong, keep the weekend nice, and then come into Monday. So, interesting enough, what happened yesterday was my rules are two losses step away in both the AM session and the PM session. But because I've upped my size, and I forgot I actually did this, I set up a liquidation amount, and basically I didn't realize that the liquidation amount would be would completely lock my account, and I got to a point where I lost 2 trades in the morning and then 1 in the PM. I still had 1 trade left before stepping away, but I liquidated before I could even get to that, so it's going to look a bit scuffed because the price action is now today. But if we just go into the trades, so draw was this high. I think these are the first trades. Yeah, it will be. So draws higher. I'm looking for that intraday scout model, and I think I got stopped up by maybe a tick. So the first one's here. This trade, I'm not sure what I saw here. I think it might have just been a. Actually, I would have written it down in my journal. 1 sec. It would have been this 2-minute fair value gap, I'm guessing. After we had this big push up. So above the hour time frame, yep. Stop rate, pull back to the 2-min, turtle sweep entry, added 4 cons here. So this would be the stop rate here. Stop rate. Pushed up, draws higher, didn't touch it, came down, pulled back to the 2-minute. Zoomed in. Zoomed in, internal stop rate, push up, jumped in some contracts. Didn't hit my TP by 15 ticks maybe. Came down, stopped me out. Then had SMT, so I was like, okay, this might be the move. Big push up, invalidate these inverses, jumped in. Again, missed my first TP, which would have then gone to break even by about 9 ticks. And then stopped me out, and that was 2 losses. I stepped away. Excuse me. In my personal opinion, I do think this gets ran before we head lower. I do think that this high should have got run, especially as we have multiple attempts. This low resistance took out a little bit of it, but not the external level, and it wasn't swept on ES, so there's no sort of SMTs up here. So I'm happy with those 2 losses. I think I traded good models at the time, good risk, and the external draws higher. Potentially failed to not wait for the bigger time frame retrace down into this 15-minute, and then we sweep. But I'm happy with small today models like that. So that was the 2 losses in the morning, which maybe put me down like 80 or something. And then also I'm using bigger size now, so everything, it just so happens to coincide that we took losses on the same day that we're upping our size. Or this whole week we're upping our size actually. And then yeah, so then we got the SMT. Okay, then I took 1 trade, and then that was the final trade, and it was this long. Looking back now, this is an awful long. The draw is clearly this low. I think it's because there was an SMT. Yeah, 15-minute fair value gap, SMT, 1 minute run through inverse. So I think I was way too zoomed in here. Way too zoomed in. But we're in this 15, even though ES is really bearish at this point. Literally, I'm taking this trade off this tiny 1 minute getting ran through. But I was just looking for a little scalp. This one, when it got run through, I zoom in. So it's obviously an SMT and a bigger time frame. Stop rate, push up, about it's 1 minute, retrace, I enter in, stop at the low, long. Looking back, the draw was clearly this low here, and this low, so I should have waited for that. I think I was just a bit hesitant, because we were so bullish on a bigger time frame. I think I married the bullish bias a bit too much. And yeah, once these all get ran through, we know the draw is lower, so I'm not really happy. Not really happy at all with that model. So yeah, not a great trade, and something I've journaled and gone over, and this is just way too zoomed in. And I need to, there's nothing here, it's just telling me the draws to go higher, which is what I was trying to do. So yeah, and then that ended up being like a $150 loss or something, and then liquidated my account at, I think, around $250 in the minus. So it's my biggest red day by a mile. And it's not something which I ever would talk about as a big red day, because normally I keep my red days as small as possible. But I think the combination of upping my size, my small red days will actually just happen to be big now. So all those days of having like $50 to $100 losses will just be doubled, seeing as that's what I've done with my sizing. So, but then my winners, when I win, it won't be 300, it'll be more like 600. So it's a step I've got to take, and I've not got to overthink it, which I'm not, to be fair. It's pretty chill. And then yeah, also with the liquidation, it's annoying because I got liquidated here, and then I couldn't capitalize on any the rest of this move. I literally, just the second it happened, I was like, okay, fucking hell, I stepped away because I couldn't believe that I set that liquidation up. But you know, potentially I would have lost another trade, and maybe I would have lost, I don't know, $300. So maybe it was a good thing, I'm not sure. But either way, I'm probably gonna change it to, yes, it was on. I changed it now to 300, but I'm low-key gonna turn this off because this isn't helping me have good habits. It is in terms of how much I want to lose, but I don't really give a fuck about how much I want to lose. I lose in terms of trades, more in terms of money. I don't think in terms of money. So I'm gonna take both these off, because I have the discipline to step away after two losses. So I don't need a loss limit. Say I am down 250, and then I lose another trade and I go past for 300. People might be like, yeah, but if you had a 300, you wouldn't lose so much. But it's like, I care more about the confidence I have in that trade than the actual money associated with it. So taking that off, yeah, those are the trades. ES, I don't think ES I took nothing. Do I do my draw liquidity for tomorrow? No, because it's not the evening yet, and it's not going to be high value. So I'm going to do the draw on liquidity much later today. I'll link that to the end of this video. So yeah, this is going to be 11/12th interlinked video. But yeah, I think that's everything I've got to say. A little bit of an update. Yeah, I'll be back to it tomorrow, and I'll add the draw on liquidity later onto this video. Okay, now let's do the second part of this video, the draw on liquidity. Another thing I want to note is, when you lose money in a day, that doesn't necessarily mean you had a bad day. The day should be labeled a good day if you did everything you said you were going to do and needed to do. For example, if I didn't overtrade, stuck to my rules, didn't over leverage, and stepped away after 2 losses, that's an amazing good day, even though I could be down, say, $1,000, say. Because over time, the amount of times you have good days, you're more likely to be green than red. So it's a longevity thing. Anyway, looking at the draw, seems to be pushing up into this daily fair value gap on NQ here, potentially leading to this to be a buy side. Also got a shit ton of stacked highs here. Have a nice sell-side level down here, overlapping 4-hour fair value gap. Go down to the 1 hour here. There's market open. Oh. So I'll be pretty bullish, even though in this daily doesn't mean anything right now. On the 15-minute, this level of liquidity, the 15-minute fair value gap. So we're looking for potentially this to come down and sweep and then work our way back up. So yeah, draws higher. I'll check ES. Is it the same? Yeah, pretty much same thing in this daily fair value gap. So we could reject here, but we also could seek out these equal highs. 4 hour. This would be my sell side. Nestled into a 4 hour fair value gap. Market opens here. There's the daily. 15-minute, we've got that same low nestled in the 15. So yeah, same draw. Yes, we're in the daily, but until we see a hold and reject lower, I'll be looking for longs. I've got some points of interest, this 4 hour and this sell side, and this 15 and this level here to go target. This external draw here. Interesting. Okay, yeah, so that's my draw on liquidity going into tomorrow, Friday. Let's just check news real quick. No news tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, so again, I'll be trading my full size. If there's an opportunity, I would be expecting to trade though. Minimum contracts 2, maximum 5. And yeah, so I think I'll start this video. I'm recording at different times, so I don't quite know what I said, but taking losses is literally part of the game. You cannot expect to have a constant green streak. In fact, that's not actually healthy, because you need to experience the losing of money, and you need to practice it not affecting you. Because if it affects you, then you're gonna be scared of losing. When you're scared of losing, you're not gonna take risks. Then you don't take risks. You're not gonna really learn, and you're not gonna get the reward. So yeah, pretty chill. Let's have a good day tomorrow. Let's practice the good habits. Let's see if we can find some good opportunity. Again, 2 losses step away. Yeah, I think that's everything covered. I will, journal everything tomorrow.